Hello all, welcome to Smart Classes. Today we'll discuss about the current affairs of Telangana March 2020. And the first and the most important is the Telangana budget. Finance Minister Harish Rao has presented the Telangana budget with 18.2 lakh crore for 2020-21. But this year, due to corona pandemic, COVID-19 pandemic, CM KCR has announced that the budget would be like 20% less, sorry, 15% less, which is 1.5 lakh crore budget for 2021 and 22. Very soon, we'll be discussing the budget of 2021-22 in detail this March. So, on March 8, 2020, the last year budget was announced with 1.82 lakh total worth 1.82 lakh crore, which is a tax-free budget. Highlights of this budget include the GDP of the Telangana state has been given as 11.05 lakh crore, which is at current prices. This GDP is definitely higher than the 1920 GDP, which is by 14%. The GDP of 2020-21 has increased by 14% from the previous year. And the total expenditure is said to be 1.82 lakh crore, and the total receipts is 1.43 lakh crore. The expenditure has increased 28.7% from the previous year, and the receipts have increased by 29% from, that is, estimated receipts have increased by 29% from the previous year. And the revenue surplus is targeted at 4,482 crore. Revenue surplus is nothing but revenue receipts minus revenue expenditure. That is, we get more than we expense. That is, more than we spend. So that surplus is expected to be 4,482 crore, which is 0.41% of the GDP. And the physical deficit is targeted at 33,191 crore, which is 3% of the GDP. Traditionally, it must be less than 3% of the GDP, but because of COVID-19 pandemic, this year I think the fiscal deficit has increased due to the lower revenue receipts or the capital receipts for the state. So the targeted values, I don't think they'll be met. We'll definitely come to know by the statistics in March very soon. So these are the expected things for the budget 2021, sorry, 2020-2021, and the highest increase in allocations over previous year. That is, the government would spend more on water supply, sanitation, housing, and urban development, which is 619% higher than the previous year, and the rural development 35%, energy 25% higher than the previous year, and the irrigation and flood control sees the decrease in 25% from the previous year. That is, this year government would spend 25% less than the previous year in case of irrigation and flood control. And here's the detailed allocations of the budget, which is taken by the PIR website. And the first thing is, as I told you, 619% increase is present in water supply, sanitation, housing, and urban development. And the first scheme which has been allocated to is Hyderabad Urban Agglomeration. Urban Agglomeration. That is 10,000 crore would be spent on, it has been allotted to capital outlay towards, yeah, spent in the Hyderabad for the poor people to get their homes. And then 10,000 crore is allocated towards the construction of two-bedroom houses. And then the second sector is agriculture and allied activities. 14,000 crore for Raitu Bandhu scheme. As you know, Raitu Bandhu scheme gives farmers money every year into their accounts. They have per acre they get 8,000 rupees. So an amount of 6,000 225 crore has been sanctioned for providing loan waivers to farmers. That is 14,000 for Raitu Bandhu, 6,225 for loan waivers. And then social welfare and nutrition. So 11,758 for Asara pensions. And then education, sports, arts and culture. 3,608 crore and 3,250 crore has been allocated as an assistant to local bodies for primary schools and secondary schools. That is 3,608 for primary schools and 3,250 for secondary schools. That is encouragement of the education, sports and culture. So welfare of SC, ST, OBC and minorities. 1,518 crore for welfare of minorities and 1,350 for Kalyana Lakshmi. Energy. In case of energy, we have 10,000 crore allocated to Transmission Corporation of Telangana Limited for agricultural subsidies. And then rural development, 2,788 crore for Panchayat Raj institutions. Family and health and family welfare, 749 for National Health Mission. And finally, police, 1,732 crore allocated towards district police and 453 crore for special police units. And irrigation and flood control, which has seen 25% decrease, has been allocated with 1,164 crores, which is given as loans for major irrigation projects. So this is about the budget 2020 and 2021. And then Paytm in partnership with Hyderabad Metro. Basically, Paytm has formed a partnership with Hyderabad Metro, and now you can pay or you can get the tickets at the metro using QR codes. And it was launched first on March 6, 2020 at Rasulpura station. And then, as we have already discussed in our current affairs January, Wings of India exhibition has been conducted at Begumpet Airport. This event is basically biennial event, that is, it is conducted once in every 2 years. And the theme of this year's uh, Wings of India is Flying for All, and it is conducted by Ministry of Civil Aviation, Airport Authorities in India, Federation of Industrial Chamber of Corporation of Industries, and then in this exhibition, it was declared that under Udan scheme, 48 new airports has been operationalized, and 100 more need to be added in the next 5 years. And during this conference, Spicejet has signed a tripartite MOU, that is Memorandum of Understanding, with GHIAL, that is GMR, GMR International Airport Limited, and Ras Al Khamai International Airport, which is present at UAE. That is, Spicejet has signed MOU with these two companies to uh, to boost export of agricultural produce in line with the Krishi Udan scheme of Ministry of Civil Aviation. Basically, to export agricultural produce, Spicejet has signed this MOU. And then Telangana State Agri University Vice Chancellor Praveen Rao wins Dr. Ms Swaminathan Award. He was conferred this award on March 9, 2020 by retired retired Indian Council of Agricultural Research Employees Association and Nujividu Seeds Limited. Praveen Rao basically handled 13 research projects and 6 consultancy projects on micro irrigation in India, Israel, and South Africa. Advanced technologies have been developed by ARCI. ARCI is basically a research institute or research industry which basically develops advanced technology in case of metallurgy and nanotechnology and various new materials, new age materials basically. So, full form of ARCI is nothing but Advanced Research Center for Powder Metallurgy and New Materials. And two technologies which have been announced in the month of March 2020 are solar receiver tube technology and ultra fast laser surface texturing technology. what the solar receiver tube technology does is it takes the solar radiation and it converts to heat and it gives for various applications in industries and household purposes, majorly in industries basically. So ARCI has filed two patents regarding this and it has signed an MOU with Greenera Energy Private Limited, and the efficiency of this tube is said to be 14%. That is, it absorbs 98% of solar energy and gives out 14% of the solar energy. And the second technology is ultra fast laser surfacing texturing technology. Basically, what does this technology do is can enhance the efficiency of fuel in internal combustion engine by reducing the friction. So basically, on the engine, small grooves are being created, which are almost some microns in size and some microns in depth. So the particles which are responsible for the wear of the engine get trapped in these grooves and the friction due to these particles reduce, because of which lot of fuel is saved and the efficiency of fuel increases. These are the two technologies developed by the ARCI in order to help people or save energy. So both the technologies will definitely save energy. One is through solar radiation and the other is by increasing the efficiency of the fuel, and this also decreases the pollution. Thank you. These are the important current affairs for March 2020. Soon I'll be uploading the current affairs for April 2020. Please subscribe and share. Thank you.